Good morning, it's Margaret at the University of Sewing and it is Facebook Live. Well, I hope you guys are having a better morning than me. It has been off to a little bit of a rocky start. I have discovered that I can't do everything all by myself and have it come out all right. This is just one of those deals. But you know what's so wonderful about today? Beyond the fact that it's Friday and we're here at Facebook Live, what is so wonderful about today is Bernina's Black Friday sale starts today. So if you have been waiting to find out what is for sale, we're going to talk about it today. But I just want to give you a heads up. If you go onto the universityofsewing.com's website and you click on the sales and event page, all the sales are right there. You know, it's a pretty amazing thing when we see all these different prices because there really aren't better prices for the year on a lot of these machines. So I'm looking forward to showing this to you. But remember something, if you've been holding out for something like, say a 790 Pro, if you've been holding out for that, you can always bring a trade in and we can always talk and figure out how we're going to get you into that machine. I know they're pretty special and that most of us want one. So if you've been thinking about it and you've been kind of wondering if you can do it, don't forget we do trade-ins here. So I want to point out something here really cute. Check out these cute aprons. So we have the apron without the bib and the apron with the bib, and we are going to do a class on this apron. It's in December, and you can make the perfect hostess gift. And you know, the hostess with the mostess always has a bottle of wine handy, so I just wanted to point that out to you. So there is all this wonderful stuff to be had. So let's get started on talking about what is for sale. Oh, I almost forgot, didn't I, Dave? I almost forgot. We have a giveaway. So please be kind and hit the share button on Facebook. And when you do that, you're going to get entered into a drawing if you put in the comments that you shared. So you'll get put in this drawing and one of you will get selected to win our gift for this particular day. Now, anytime we do a Facebook Live on Fridays and Saturdays, we always have a giveaway, so you should watch. And this week, it's this beautiful group of charm squares from Northcott. It's a really lovely group. Has a beautiful selections of teals in it, and it's from the Stonehenge collection, which is really quite lovely. So go ahead and hit share. Go ahead and put your name in, or put the fact that you shared in the comments, and we will enter you into that. All right, guys, come on, let's go. Let's start off with this sweet machine. Have you been looking for a really good quality serger? Maybe what you've been concerned about is that you don't like threading your serger. Maybe you have a serger at home right now and you want to ditch that thing. Maybe it is time for it to be upgraded. This particular deal right now from today until the 30th of the month is just pretty spectacular. So let's go ahead and I'm going to have Dave come down here and take a quick peek at this so you guys can see what I'm going to be talking about. But the L850, which is the non-computerized serger that Bernina offers, this particular serger, what I want you to know about how special it is, along with the air threading, the onboard tools, everything is right here. It's got a free arm. It's got a little plate that sits where the free arm goes here when you aren't using the free arm, and it's got a table that goes on it. It fits into our serger cabinets perfectly, and this has the ability to go through a lot of thicknesses. If you like working with pontes or scuba knits, you can do it with as simple as changing how hard the pressure is pushing down on that. Excuse me. Normally this machine costs $37.49, and guess what? It is only $24.99 right now. You are going to save $1,250. That's actually more than almost, my math is bad today. No, it's not more than a third, but Excuse me, you guys got me all choked up. So, oh, by the way, I'm going to just show you one other thing that I really love about this machine and I use all the time. This is a spot you can put your needles in. So when you're switching from 2 needles to 1 needle, there's a perfect place, or you're changing sizes. You know, one of the things that I had a class the other day with a serger, and we did the t-shirt quilt class. And when we did that, we had several people that had older sergers. And every one of those older sergers, they had to buy specialty needles for. You know what's the wonderful thing about these sergers now that Bernina offers? There is no more having to buy specialty needles. You can just go to the store. My store would be nice if you go to it. I appreciate it. So you go to the store, you buy Schmidt's needles. You can get them for stretch knit. You can get them for wovens. You can use your Microtex needles. And you can also use the cover stitch needles that are offered out on from Schmidt's also. And these are really going to make your use of a serger much, much easier. Air threading, regular needles. You don't have to do anything. Oh, and I want to show you one other really cool aspect of this machine. You're going to have to come over here, Dave, because they're not going to see it otherwise. Go right in here. One of the things that's really cool about this particular serger, you know what? When you want to disengage the knife on most sergers, it's a big pain. Look at this. All I have to do is flip a switch. And I'm going to have them come over here when I do it over on this side. You saw it go up and down. Check out this. That's all I have to do to make the knife blade go up and down. It's so simple to use, and it is just really, really nice. So this
when you talk about the air threading, what's the one response we get from everybody when you do the air threading and they do the air threading?
They're so happy.
And they also like the fact they say, it doesn't bounce.
No, this particular machine has a lot of weight to it, and you're not going to have it running across the table on you, which is it's really such a nice thing. Those little sergers, they just kind of bounce all over the place, and it really does create some problems for people. All right, let's go over and see some of these Bernette deals. Maybe you have someone in your world that you are thinking about a present for this year. I am going to tell you I have got the presents for you. How about a B77? Touch screen on it. It cuts your threads for you. It has all of the things that you're looking for without the big price tag. Now, what if somebody's going to say to me, okay, Margaret, if it's got all those different features, how come this one's so much less expensive? Well, for starters, it's a Bernette. So it's got a little bit more plastic inside of it than the Bernina does. And it is set up more to do, it's for that entry-level sewer or the person who's going to a retreat. You aren't going to probably sew huge bags on this. Although we do know somebody who does some bags on theirs. So, I mean, this is going to be more of a, lightweight bag, or your quilter, or your person who's doing clothing. This is going to work fine for them. It's got the self-cutting. It's got all the things that you are looking for in the fact that you can do your needle up and down right from here. You've got a nice place to store all of your tools. This machine is normally $2,000. Right now, you can get this until the end of the month. You can get it for $999, 50% off, guys. You can't beat that. Okay. And then we've got the Bernette version of the air threading serger. This is a bit louder than our 850. It has the same onboard tools that you get with you have onboard tools set up just slightly different. I'm going to see if I can scoot. You know what? The suction cups on these are a lot better than they used to be. So this is a little bit different. It doesn't have quite the ease of use that you do have on the 850, but it's got a bit better price point on it. So to change the knife blade on this is more like the older sergers. So it is a little bit more, it takes a little bit more hands strength and so forth. But my folks who get this 64 air threader have really liked it. It does have a free arm on it, and you are going to be able to go ahead and do most of your different things that you want to do with a serger on this. It is not going to go through some of the thicknesses that an 850 will go on, but it is only $999. Normally this one is $1,735, so you are going to save $735. So how cool is that? Okay, let's take a step over here by this wonderful B5 Academy. You are going to get 13 different feet. It has 2 different tables on it. It does have a free arm. All I have to do is pull this piece off and it's got a free arm. Very nice setup. It's got 3 different sets of stitches that you can use on it. It is totally mechanical, but it does have a way to adjust how hard it's pressing down on the fabric, which you usually do not see in this price point. So if you are thinking about a great entry-level machine for somebody, this B05 Academy is a great choice, especially for someone really new, because you can adjust the speed on this, and that almost never happens in this price range. So normally $535, it is now only $349. Really great deal, guys. Okay, I'm telling you, the sale is amazing. What about what you want? What do you want? So maybe what you're thinking about is that you would like a Cape 770. Would you like a Cape 770? How about a Cape 770? And now, if you make this purchase for the Cape 770, you can get the embroidery bundle for free. That is only happening until the end of the month. So right now we have got, oh, wait a minute. I fibbed. I did fib. Guess what? It's till the end of December. $2,750 value. And it's pretty. It's so pretty. Think about this, guys. Oh my gosh. You can get your own Cape 770 and you can now buy it at the same price that you would normally get it without the embroidery module, without the pretty case to go with it. You'd normally get that. Now you can get the whole thing, embroidery case, a cool bunch of stabilizer. It's all ready to go for you. I've got one right now. We just got this the other day. This is sitting out here so you can see how beautiful it is.
You mean if somebody has like a 440 that's still working and it's been very faithful, the biggest thing I see, you said it's pretty, but also the lights you can see.
21 LED lights, guys. 21 LED lights. To switch from embroidery, from sewing, all you have to do is hit this. It walks you through. Make sure that you actually drop your feed dogs. And then inside the machine, already set up, are all of the embroidery that you could want. But you know that all you have to do is go online to some place like OESD, and you can get more designs, and you can get applique, you can get quilting, you can get all the beautiful embroidery, like the free standing lace, all that sort of thing. You can get all of it. So this package right now is just unbelievable at only $7,999 with the embroidery. How cool is that? Okay, guys.
And those bags?
Those bags are gorgeous, aren't they? Don't you want to be able to travel in style? You know, I always tell people, they're like, well, what do I do with them when I'm not moving my machine? Well, why can't you take that to your retreat? You're going to go to the retreats. You're going to take a littler machine. And by the way, I have the perfect little machine for you to take with this. And if you take that littler machine, it's going to fit in the big bag. And you can put all your stuff in there and you can take that with you. And when you're not using your embroidery unit, it can go in your case. You're set and ready to go, guys. And you are doing it in stylish fashion with cape. You know, I mean, look at all that, all that beautifulness. Okay, let's go over here. So how about we take a look at a $535. The $535 right now is $1,500 off. Now, why are you going to want a $535 versus some other machine? Well, for starters, you've got a 5.5 millimeter feed dog system. So if you're a quilter, this is nice because it's small. And then you've got this wider throat space. It's a perfect portable machine, but it also is a really good machine if you're not wanting one of the great big machines. It's a very lovely size for you. But you know what? You don't see it on this card, but we just got informed that now if you decide you want to get a $535, even at this price of $24.99, we can get you a free embroidery unit with that. And people do not realize how easy it is to go from having your sewing to your embroidery. I'm going to go to this little house button. It's kind of my home button. I hit embroidery. There we are. All I have to do to put this embroidery unit on is
Squeeze.
Squeeze. Thank you. All right. There we go. So that's it. I'm used to the other one, Dave. And again, you've got all the beautiful embroidery designs. It is set up and ready to go. And look at this. We have quilting designs. We have got, did you realize you can quilt on your embroidery module? Look how pretty these designs are. They're so cute. What if I don't want it in that color? Well, guess what? I can just go to the colors and I can just change it. Maybe what I want to do is I want to do a olive green. There you go. And that you can see it a little bit better. That's why I wanted to change the colors. So, nope, we're going back there. Look at that. Look how pretty they are. And it tells you exactly how long it's going to take to embroider that. Only 7 minutes. And guys, I've been embroidering. I've been doing some embroidery. And I'll tell you what, this is fun. We're going to go over and show you on the 700 in just a second. But I want to make sure you know that this deal with the free embroidery module is also going to happen with your 590. So, or excuse me, not your 590, your 570. The 590s have come with the embroidery unit, but the 570 has not. For the rest of the year, you can get a free embroidery module with 570. So that's really cool. But man, this is the deal of the century, this one. So let's go over here and let's talk about we have so much stuff here. Oh, let's not forget, Dave, let's look at this $435. The $435 is on sale. Again, amazing discounts. Save $900 on this sweet girl. She has a cutter. She's got needle up and down. A little more space than a small, like your 440 would have. It has a bit more space. This is a 5.5 millimeter machine. You're probably used to that. If you have an older machine, this is working really well for that. This is just the perfect machine. Entry level, gets you into a jumbo bobbin. And what's nice about this is right now, this is the least expensive brand new machine you can get for the next 15 days, which you can get from Bernina. This $14.99 price, that is less expensive than our $335. It's a really good deal. So if you're in the position to do it right now, you should totally pull the trigger on that one, because what it'll do for you is it'll get you those big bobbins so that you're not running out of thread all the time. You get all the wonderful features of the Berninas without having to go down to that little tiny size of a 335. So that's a really nice deal. Okay, we've talked about these before, but I want to make sure I don't forget them. We were talking about doing all this pretty embroidery. Well, I'm going to make Dave come over here and take a look at this. Last week I showed you this fabric, and this was after it was washed. It's really an amazing fabric. It almost looks like vinyl. It's really pretty. Alice has been doing this all over embroidery on this particular piece. It's really cute. Beautiful blue on this champagne color. Really, really nice. So what's a B700 going for these days? How about $299.99? It was originally $7,749. You cannot beat this price. This is good to the end of the year. It is pretty amazing. You've got pinpoint placement. This is an embroidery only machine so that you can go ahead and have this set up. This Bernina takes the biggest hoops that Bernina makes, except for the jumbo hoop. The only one that does a jumbo hoop is our 880. So you can use all the way up to a maxi hoop with this, and you can have your embroidery separate from your sewing machine so that you can work on a project on the embroidery machine, and you can be piecing your quilt or sewing your clothes. We can also get you into a 500 embroidery exclusive machine. That one's only $2,000, guys. It's a really great price. It's an easy to use machine, and you are really going to appreciate that you do not have to tie up your sewing machine with embroidery when you want to do this. At $2,000, how can you beat that? This was normally $48.99. It's a pretty amazing price difference. You're saving over $2,000 on that. Okay, so the Q16 with, that's your long arm, your Q16, which is how wide, how deep this machine is, with your 10-foot studio frame, which is what you're looking at right now. This is just really, frankly, unbelievable. It is only going to be $8,999 for the next 15 days. It is just astonishing how inexpensive this is. If you've got the space, we've got the free delivery. And so come and see us. We'd love to see you. We'll show you how to use this. You know, free motion on this baby is so easy. It's really, really lovely. So you can get into this for under $10,000 now. It was normally $11,999, guys. It's an unbelievable sale.
And Rachel's going to be here today, right?
Rachel's going to be
so
here
she could
today.
demo
so
how to use that free motion.
She sure can. She sure can. Okay, so we don't have one on the floor right now, but I've got one on order. We are going to have the folding table with the Q16 on it. You can get that for $6,000. There is no reason now why you can't do long arming if that's what you want to do. And it keeps, you get the space. This is a Q20 on a horn cabinet, a koala cabinet. And we do have one of these left. And this is the one where it comes out. It has all the space in the world because you've got these leaves that go in here, just like your dining room table kind of thing. So we've still got one of these on the floor. When this is gone, we aren't going to be able to get any more of this particular, the koala tables aren't going to be available anymore. They're going to a horn cabinet.
And don't you think we have the best selection of the Q series?
I know we have the best selection of the Q series. You can come in and see all of them. One of the other sales that's going on right now for Black Friday is the Q24 with Q-matic. This particular setup, which is just phenomenal, and I'm going to just make sure, okay, this is the one that's going to go through the end of the year. So what you've got is you have got the, normally what would be $41,998. It is on sale for $35,999, and it's going to come. It comes with Q-matic. It comes with a batting bar, zipper leaders, a pantograph kit. You're going to get the Bernina Q Series gift box, which includes your laser light, extra bobbins, all kinds of really wonderful things. And you're going to get casters. This is all an incredible deal. You're basically going to get over $5,000, the bundle savings over $9,000. So this particular setup is so easy to use. I come in here in the morning, I go and I press my Q-matic on, and I set my machine up and everything it's ready to do. It is coming on right now. Look at this. All I have to do to open up the previous, well, my fingers, oh, it wants me to do that. It's not going to let me. let's go ahead and open my previous project because I want you guys to see what I've been working on. I'm actually getting ready to do something pretty interesting that I've never done before. So this is what I've been working on. Yes, it's very interesting looking. It's a really neat quilt. Here's what the quilt looks like. It's called Twilight. It's really beautiful. And as you go back to the picture here, this part is been quilted into that. Over in this, where all these circles are, I've done all this kind of almost like a edge to edge with circles, which does a bit of an interesting thing. So I'm getting ready to take the quilt off the frame because if you notice, I didn't quilt anything over here or here. Well, it turns out that my design's so long, I need to turn my quilt. So I'm going to be doing that. For those of you who have long arms, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just have to turn the quilt. So let's go over and let's take a look at the lift table. And I am going to move this so that we can actually do that. So this is the lift table. It's actually got little corner pieces that you can put in here. And look what we can do with the lift table. You can stand up and quilt or you can sit down and quilt. How cool is that? This has a Q20 on it. It's right here and ready for you guys to see it and ready to go. It is not on any special pricing for this particular sale, but wait a minute, I lied. It is on special. I forgot about this. We need a sign on this. Oh, you know what? I'm so silly. There's a sign on it. So you're going to get the bundle. You know what? On this one, you're going to get the red chair. How cool is that? So you're going to get the red chair. You're going to get dust cover. You're going to get gripper rings. You're going to get the Q box full of everything you need, including a laser light, which is just absolutely a necessity in my opinion. I don't know how anyone does free motion without a laser light. So this table set up right here normally would be, I want to say it's normally 17, it's not on here, so I believe it's $17.49, $17,499. It is on sale for $4,000 off, guys. This is a really, really good deal. You're going to get your chair, your gift box, your laser light. You're going to have all of that. And, you know, and you get this lift table. This lift table at this price is just shocking to me because I don't think I've ever seen them do one quite that deep.
And what else do you get?
Us. You're going to get us. Do you realize that every single sewing machine you buy from us, we do lessons? You probably, if you've been watching a while, you know that, but maybe you haven't been watching a while. I keep on seeing all these new people. Thank you for watching us. I'm so grateful. I will tell you that I have never had as much fun as I have the last couple of years learning all the products for Bernina and everything that we can do. They are so much fun. And there is so much that you can learn if you want. And if you just want to stay in your own little spot and you're really comfortable with that, that's cool. But gosh, you know what? If you've got a Bernina, you can learn and have more things to do on it as long as you want. There's so much to be had in sewing. We are doing all kinds of really fun classes. I told you about the one with the apron. We also have a 3-yard quilt class for Christmas so that you could make a neat little Christmas laptop or a wall hanging. There is some really fun things coming up. And you need to take a look at our website so that you know. And I want to share it all with you because it's really fun. And you know what we're doing next week, Dave?
Tell me.
Zach is going to be here, and we're going to be talking to Zach about his cosplay stuff. So we're going to do that next week. We've got, of course, Thanksgiving coming up next week, and I want to end this with telling you.
Before you give it up here, and you mentioned Thanksgiving, we've got to give a lot of thanks. If we could talk about the generous lady from Oregon.
We will totally do that, but I want to, okay, I've got 2 things to tell you. Can you hang on with us for 10 more minutes? Because I have so much to tell you still. I forgot about that. That I needed to tell you about Black Friday sale. Our Black Friday sale. We're doing something really special. We have never done this before, but I kind of did this crazy thing. I overbought on our fabric. So you get a really special sale. So what this story is that if you come in the shop or if you call us, this is the only way I can do this part of the sale, is you either have to call us or you have to come in. So if you want to buy 5 yards of one fabric, quilting fabric, this is only for quilting fabric, or cottons, 100% quilting cottons. You can buy 5 yards of one fabric. You will get 6 yards of whatever else you want in 1 yard increments, only in 1 yard increments, 1 yard. So you'll get 6 yards for free. Buy 5, get 6 for free.
And
now,
when is this going on?
This is going to happen next Friday and Saturday. So Rachel and I are going to work like little racing animals there through that whole thing, and you have to stick around. So we're going to be doing that. All of the fabric in the shop, for those of you who are not close by, is going to be 25% off, apparel and quilting cottons. In the store, you can come in, you can get a 5 yard piece of fabric, and you have to pick 1 yard increments of the other ones. Now, guys, I'm just telling you, you've got to pick comparable pricing. So you can't buy 5 yards of a solid and then come over and bring me all the fancy cottons that cost twice as much and ask those for free. You can't do it that way. What it has to be is if you say you decide to buy 5 yards of our beautiful Tilda fabric in one color, then you can get 6 yards of other fabrics for free. 1 yard increments. Does that make sense? Let me know if I'm not clear, if it doesn't make sense. I am sending emails about it. We are going to have a pinned post on our Facebook page so you can see that. The biggest thing is for those of you who are not close by, that 25% off coupon for any of our fabrics. And by the way, it includes all the pre-cuts. So includes all the pre-cuts. So if you want to buy the pre-cuts, that's not listed under our fabrics. And so this coupon is good for all fabrics for 25% off. So all you have to do is put in fabric 25 next Friday and Saturday. It's only going to work next Friday and Saturday. You cannot get it any other time. Now, if you order on Friday and Saturday, don't be surprised if we don't get shipped out till Monday. I have a feeling we're going to be busy. That's my hope. So those of you who want to come and see us, we are going to open our normal times at 10 o'clock on Friday and 10 o'clock on Saturday, and we are going to be ready for you. We're hoping you'll come in and just take and sell out of a lot of our fabrics. We're already looking at this, so we want you to go online and pick out what you want and make sure that you get in here and get your fabric. But a 5 yard piece of one fabric, and then you can get 6 1 yard cuts, or you can get 2 yard cut. I don't care. So as long as it adds up to 6 yards of fabric, it's yours for free. How cool is that? So hopefully you will think that that's exciting and wonderful.
Do wide backs, are they included?
If you wanted to do, again, the whole price point thing. So if you wanted to get 5 yards of one wide back, and then you wanted to go and get, I don't know why you'd get 1 yard of wide backs, but maybe you wanted to get 2.5 yards of one wide back and 2.5 yards of another wide back, I'm fine with that. Help yourself. You can get all your quilt backs done for this holiday season. That would be very cool. It just has to be comparable pricing. So the wide backs are always the most expensive of the cottons. And then after that, this does not include the apparel fabrics. The apparel fabrics are 25% off. You just buy, because that's just too hard. Nobody wants 5 yards of one fabric. It doesn't make any sense for that. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Hopefully, this will inspire you to look at the website and set up everything that you want. And what you can do is at 12:01 on Thursday night, you can hit send, and we can take care of all those fabrics for you. I am so excited about this sale because I can see, if it were me on the other end of this, I'd be planning out the backs of my quilts. I'd be planning out my next quilt project. I'd be planning out my apparel projects, and I'd get them for these really great prices. We want you to have fun with this. So I'll do my best to help you with it in any way I can. Last thing we're going to talk about. Come on, Dave. So We have got a bunch of samples here. These sample, or I should say, not samples. These are really pretty different items that Terry Gunn from Quilt Quarters fame, she no longer owns it, but she did. She's friends of ours, obviously, and she was kind enough to donate all these beautiful pieces, and everything that we get for these pieces, and some of our employees are going to be doing this also. Anything that's up on this area, we sell it. We put all the money into the Pakistani school. The Pakistani schools, sewing schools that we are setting up in Pakistan. If you've not heard about this, there is a really great opportunity for those of us who are very fortunate in our lives to be able to donate something to women who are living in almost abject poverty. If we can give them a skill set and a sewing machine, they can help themselves and their families get out of these positions. And what we are doing is we are starting several different schools in Pakistan to teach women how to sew. And right now, one of our lovely customers, Lorianne, she was just so generous. Yesterday, she donated $1,000. We did that. We've done some of this already. We've set some seed money already set up to do this. I want you guys to know how touched I am that somebody thinks that I've got the right idea here. But all I can think of is that anytime that we've got a chance to help other women across the world get into a better place in their countries, this is something that we can all stand behind. And those of us who have found the gift of sewing to be so positive in our lives, and for me, it's been just a total game changer. It completely changed my life. It gave me the opportunity to have a way to support myself and to take care of myself and my family at various points in time where if I hadn't had this, I would have never been able to do that. So I want to give this as a gift back to other people because I know it can change lives. So if you haven't done so, maybe you will consider going on to GoFundMe. We've got a link for this, and I'll put it back up into the Facebook feed, but it's in the Facebook feed, and I'll put it back into the comments in our Facebook Live today, and you'll get to see that. But this, you can come by and you can buy something so that you have a little gift you can give somebody, or you can go ahead and just go onto the GoFundMe site and donate something. I know most of us, we do a little bit of giving during the holiday season. This is a wonderful cause, and I really hope that you will consider donating to it. Thank you, Lorianne, so much. She has just been a wonderful supporter of our store and of this cause, and I am very grateful. And we will talk to you tomorrow for Facebook Live at 9:30 in the morning. Have a great day, everybody.